Explain what this $391 million is going to go for, and are there jobs attached to it?
Well, the $391 million is really meant as a boost in the flexibility and the ability of the great Toyota plant here in San Antonio to build Tacomas and Tundras. While there are no jobs attached to it, what it really does is it confirms the 3,000 team members who already work here at our San Antonio plant, as well as the 4,000 employees related to our on-site suppliers who feed into the plant. So we view it as a tremendous vote of confidence in Texas and San Antonio and the truck market.
You mentioned two specific models of Toyota trucks that are built there now. Are there any plans to expand beyond those models? Is it possible other models will get produced out of San Antonio?
Well, it's always possible, but we have to look at consumer demand first. And right now, consumer demand for our Toyota trucks is really at an all-time high. We had the best month ever in August for light truck. And we've sold the most amount of Tacomas ever in August. And so we're just looking at a growing and growing truck market. And we think that as long as we satisfy consumer demand, we're doing the right thing. Right now, we're able to do that with our great plant here in San Antonio. And that's what that $391 million is meant to guarantee.
Chris, as you know so well, this is against the larger mosaic of trade issues between the United States and Japan, between the United States and Europe. How does this fit into particularly the U.S.-Japanese issues? We hear that there may be a deal on the way. Does this relieve some of the pressure for Toyota?
Well, first off, we don't make these investment decisions based on what the current trade scenario is. Our scenarios stretch out 5, 10, 15, 20 years. So when we make this kind of investment, we're looking at where we think the market will be in 20 years from now, regardless of what the trade flows might be under this agreement or that agreement. Now, what the potential U.S.-Japan trade agreement does, or even better, the passage of the USMCA will do, is it creates certainty, and certainty is a far better environment for investment. So we're hopeful that as these two trade developments hopefully calm everything down, it'll create a better environment for more investment, and we plan to make those investments. We're about halfway through a $13 billion commitment to the U.S. By 2021, and we're going to continue to do that, frankly, regardless of tariff situation A or trade situation B.
Chris, you suggested there that the USMCA may be more important actually to Toyota's operations than even the U.S.-Japanese possible trade dispute. Give us a sense from where you said about the likelihood of that getting passed, and more important, if it doesn't get passed and we end up with NAFTA where it is right now, does it make that much of a difference to you?
Well, first off, who can predict what Congress and Washington will do? I mean, if I could or you could, we would both be in different jobs. But we're very hopeful that Congress will see the wisdom of the USMCA. We think there's great potential there to increase the economies of all three countries, and Toyota is prepared to work with it. If, in fact, the USMCA doesn't pass, we do probably revert back to some form of NAFTA. It'll require some adjustment, but again, we'll be okay. So USMCA would be a definite improvement, and we hope that Congress and the administration can get together to get that done.